Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jack Lonergan alongside Connor Choi. We have a very exciting game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, between the Fenwick Friars and the Naperville North Huskies on day one of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Connor, what are we looking for in this matchup?
Well, okay, you're looking at two incredibly well-rounded teams. Naperville North has more height than Fenwick. They've got 5 senior starters, so this is a team with a lot of experience. Returning senior in 2022 all-tournament selection, Luke Williams is back for Naperville North. He averaged almost 21 points per game in the tournament last year. Cole Arl is a 3-year varsity player. Bryce Welch, another solid player on this team. As for Fenwick, they're led by Dominic Ducree, a 6'1 junior who scored 28 points in a recent victory of St. Lawrence, who won their first game at 8:30. That's a very solid team, and he was able to pick apart that defense very easily. He made 7 3-pointers. He's got great 3-ball accuracy, great range from deep. Number 21, Ty Macariola, had 20 points in that early season victory against Oak Park. He's a drive-to-the player. He's a drive-first player that can finish at the rim and shoot on the outside if needed. I've watched some of his highlights. He looks incredible off the ball, on the ball, anything. You got Cam Hogan, Nathaniel Marshall, who some of you might recognize if you're a big football fan. He's a highly recruited defensive lineman with offers to many schools. Deontay Meeks is only 5'6", but he's a very fast and quick player, and Jimmy Watts is a freshman, and you have Jack O'Leary in the rotation down low, the 6'3" forward center.
Absolute stud muffin, Jack O'Leary. You know, Connor, I think it's going to be a very, very intense matchup. I announced one of the Naperville games against Ignatius last year, and, you know, they were in it the whole time. You know, Bryce Welch, he's a stud. He'll be able to get to the rim, I think, with ease this game. Let's see how much of an impact he has early on.
Just a fun fact, O'Leary and Macariola are both Elmhurst natives, so back in their hometown for this tournament.
Oh, yeah. Good to see the fellows out there.
Oh, yeah. O'Leary gets the start.
Tip goes to Fenwick. Hogan now looking to facilitate. Macariola sets the screen. Great defense here early on from Naperville. Solid ball movement, but no openings here. Macariola trapped in the corner. Gets it back up top to Hogan. Shot clock winding down. 6 seconds floater. Puts it up off back iron. Welch can't handle it. But
that's some good defense from Naperville North. Ducree really didn't have an opening. You saw him at the top of the key bringing it down, but couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, solid defense from Naperville to start.
If Fenwick wants to win this game, they're going to have to do a great job boxing out and getting rebounds. Naperville North is way bigger than they are.
Yeah, definitely have the height advantage down low.
But if Fenwick rebounds well, they could be in for a great game.
You know, like I was saying, this Fenwick team is gritty. They've got a lot of heart. As Welch drives the cup off backboard, won't get it to go. Ducree brings down the board. Looking to set up the O.
They're going to need a lot of transition points, Jack. I think that'll be key today, as well as starting well, shooting from outside the arc.
Macariola thinks about it, drives down, but he gets fouled on the way to the cup. Beyond the floor. You know, that Fenwick offense, they've got Marshall at the free throw line looking to get the ball in and facilitate from there. I think that's going to be very effective. They can find him down in the post.
Yeah, kind of running as a middleman. That'd be a great game plan for them.
A little miscommunication from the referees. Let's redo the inbound here. Ducree to facilitate. Finds Macariola. Down low to Marshall. That's what they're looking for. Macariola had a wide open 3, but couldn't handle the pass. In the corner, 3-ball. Misses long. Marshall comes out with the board. Offensive board goes up with it. Can't get it to go again with the board. Left hand gets fouled, but can't get the hoop and the harm, so he'll go to the charity straight for 2. Great offensive possession. Not a great possession, but great work from Marshall to box out and get those 2 offensive rebounds.
And Coach Ferguson's going to need a lot of that for Fenwick. The Friars have to do an excellent job boxing out. Like you just saw there, a nice job by Marshall picking up the foul. Marshall, one of the biggest kids on the team, 6'4", well over 200 pounds. Absolute unit. It's what you'd expect from a 4-star defensive lineman.
Absolutely, as he doesn't get the second one to fall. Here's Welch now. Good crossover. Williams now, good jab on Macriola, working on him in the post. Little turnaround jumper off back iron. Marshall comes down with the board, but gets picked away immediately. Good pass, and he finishes hoop and the harm. That's Kalstrand with the tough right-hand layup and finishes through the contact.
O'Leary gets called with a foul there. Just a little bit too much contact as he was driving to the rim. He's going to pay the price, as that's going to get a chance for an and one play.
Yeah, great work from Montanari there to stay back just behind Marshall to poke it loose from him as they start to run the break. Puts it right in the hands of Steele and then gives it right to Kalstrand for the and one finish.
All right, Jack, that's the type of team that these are two teams that are going to need to use their speed.
In the corner, and he misses it short, but he gets fouled from 3, I believe.
Yeah, I'll go to the line for 3 shots. Yep. But that right there, that's what Fenwick needs. Quick transitions. You got to just make some quick decisions, whether you're going to shoot, drive, kick it out, but you got to keep the speed moving, keep moving the ball around.
Definitely, yeah, Naperville has some tough defense, so they got to keep the ball moving, keep moving. Set some off-ball screens, see what they can do. Macriola hits the first. Great poise. Macriola has really shined in these past couple weeks for this Fenwick offense. He's been really proving himself out there as he hits the second.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is one of the younger teams in the tournament.
Yeah, only one senior.
They were able to win their Thanksgiving tournament.
It's the third, 3 for 3 from the stripe there for Ty Macriola. As now they're bringing the full court press. Looking to assert some pressure here before half court, but Naperville doesn't have any problems getting it across. Good poke away, stolen by Macriola. Up at the lane, he gets blocked, but right there Marshall follows him up, gets the offensive board and puts it right back in.
That's key. Great job by Marshall, running in stride with Macriola, just right behind him, picks up the board and gets the bucket.
And another turnover there. Steele just lost the handle, but that was great job as Naperville calls a timeout. But like I was saying, great job on defense for Macriola, just staying active on the ball, poking it loose and getting that easy fast break. Obviously he didn't get the finish, but eventually he's going to get a wide open look. And also great job from Marshall with the follow-up finish. Hopefully, both of these teams can keep the defense going, as we've seen some great defense from both of these teams so far.
There's been some great games in this gym early in the tournament this morning. St. Lawrence went into overtime with Andrew.
Yeah.
This one's close right now, although it's early in the first quarter. And after this, it's Metamora taking on Hansberry College Prep. So that's probably the most highly anticipated first-round matchup.
Yeah, what I've seen, Metamora is a high favorite in this tournament. Lots of good things coming from that side over there.
Nationally ranked in the preseason. Slow start to the regular season. Played a lot of great other nationally ranked teams throughout the country. Played a team from D.C., Florida. First year in the Tosh. First team ever to be outside the Chicagoland area.
They get it down low to Marshall. He goes up. Lots of contact there, but no foul. Gets another offensive rebound. Macriola from 3. Long. Missed it long. Another offensive board, but now they're scrambling under the basket. Lots of opportunities for Fenwick. Just couldn't connect on any of them, and now it's going to be a Husky ball.
I mean, I know they couldn't get a bucket there, Jack, but they're doing a great job boxing out Naperville North. And that was really the biggest concern going into this game was, would Fenwick be able to keep up with this size and rebounding that Naperville North brought? And as of right now, they're doing an excellent job, which is why they have a 6-3 lead.
Yeah, Marshall's been doing a great job of following his teammates' shots, getting all those offensive boards. I believe he has around 5 offensive boards already. There's a long skip pass, but it's handled by Steele. There's Williams. Good backdoor in the corner. Thinks about it, gets the pump fake. Good defense there from O'Leary. Good job to recover. Shot clock winding down, 2 seconds to go. It gets picked away immediately. Fenwick now pushing the break. Just gonna slow it down now, try to set up the offense. As Marshall skips through the lane, it's gonna be a charge on Nate Marshall. They had some open looks there, but unfortunately that charge call wouldn't let them set anything up. Good perimeter defense from Marshall, not allowing Victor to get any space. On the wing, 3 ball, no good. You know, Connor, there's been a lot of 3-point attempts early. None of them have fallen yet, as another one from Dupree just missed off the back rim. You know, maybe they start to step away from the 3 balls. None of them have fallen yet. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think that's a interesting idea. It is early in the game. No one's really hitting their shots right now. It's been 6-3 for what feels like a century.
I know. A lot of open opportunities, but neither team have been able to capitalize. And, you know, it is still early, but
it's all in the shot selection.
Yep, too early to tell. Macriola in the corner now. Here's Dupree. They're going to set something out. Gets a screen from Marshall. Shot clock winds down, and they're going to get Hogan with the travel there. That was great defensive possession there from the Huskies, not allowing them to get any open opportunities, forcing that shot clock to wind down.
And both these teams are doing a great job defensively, Jack, but what they're really struggling with is you know, scoring offensively, setting up some good plays, getting good shots, good open looks. They're just really having a hard time finding.
Yeah, you know, and that's a big thing with the shot clock. It doesn't allow these teams to get the perfect shot they want. As there's they're going to call a jump ball there. Lots of contact under the rim. But it looks like both players had a hand on the ball. But like I was saying, the shot clock implemented in this tournament is a huge difference for these offenses that aren't, you know, very quick to score, that try to set up and get that perfect shot.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, and I think the other thing is, you know, it benefits some of these teams that run quick offenses, or teams that are great when a team is pushing the ball offensively because they can adjust so quickly. But some of these other teams are really struggling adjusting, especially with it being day one.
Easy finish from Welch there. Now Macriola in the corner and gets the 3 to fall. First one of the game for Macriola. He's on the board now with his first field goal. He's got 6 now. Goes up with the left, but misses long. Gets his own offensive rebound. Kalstrand, great poise there under the basket to finish. And a new substitution for Fenwick. Deontay Meeks, the 5'6" guard. He's a junior as well. And that, you know, that's something to think about. As we were talking about the size differential, you know, 5'6", and he's still able to come out here and compete. Something.
They tried hitting Jimmy O'Brien down low, but that just couldn't hold on to it. And Fenwick's running what looks to be a completely new team. They've got number 13 Frankie Hosty as well out there.
With Bergens as well.
Yeah, Caleb Bergens. I mean, looks like they're subbing in a rotation of 5.
Yeah.
Something I haven't really seen. I mean, this morning I saw teams doing like 7-man rotation, and
Welsh drive to the cup and gets it to go. Great finish there from Welch.
And just like that, we're all tied up.
Yeah. Welch has 4 now. Here's Meeks driving to the cup. Good pass down low. That's going to be another charge. That's 2 now on the Fenwick offense. Getting looks down low, but just not being able to compose themselves. Just lowering that shoulder. Meeks comes out. Back in comes Cam Hogan. Williams breaks the press pretty easily. Now Steele up top. Get behind the back. He goes up strong. A lot of contact. Nothing called though. 0 for 3 there. Hogan. Underneath, a lot of contact there. Yubby's going to get that call. Send Hogan to the line.
I mean, these are pretty physical teams, Jack, and it's going to result in fouls, but other times it's going to result in some great blocks, great defense, and turnovers, and that's why there's only 18 points with 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yep.
I mean, they're doing a great job on the defensive side of things, and the shot clock was thought to speed the game, not only just speed the game up, but lead to an increase in scoring, but right now we haven't seen it.
Yeah. 2 great defensive teams putting on a defensive clinic in this first quarter, you could say. Hogan won't get that second one to fall. Now time winding down, 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. 4-second differential, shot and game clock. Great hustle there from Fenwick.
Shot clock turned off, now Fenwick can slow it down.
Save for this last shot here. With Mandley up top.
I would do that, don't
And a travel
force anything.
Called on Bergens. So now 13 seconds to go. Naperville has the ball. See if what they can do. Try to get a score before this first quarter ends. Ten seconds to go. Williams, skip pass on the wing, back to him. Pull-up jumper, but he gets fouled behind the arc with 0.1 seconds left, so that's just gonna wrap it up for the first quarter, but he will be going to the line for 3. Bad foul there from Fenwick. That was a very tough shot. He was triple covered, and just a little bit of contact will send him to the line.
Yeah, I just had to throw it up. He's fortunately able to draw the foul, and now he's at the line after making his first shot. He's tied up, has a chance to give him a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Williams is the last guy you want to send to the line to. Very efficient shooter, especially from the charity stripe. He will not miss out on these opportunities. Third free throw is good, 3 for 3 from the line. And that will do it for this first quarter of basketball at the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Tournament. Connor, what are your thoughts on this first quarter?
That's a well defensive battle. I mean, they're finally starting to get their offensive game plans rolling, and if they can keep that up, it'll be a tight, close game, but it goes back to who's going to continue this excellent defense and who's going to break away offensively first. And right now it looks like neither team is giving in. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's going to be a real defensive battle here from both teams. We'll see what either team can do if they can turn up the offense here in this second quarter and wrap up the first half strong. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere for this second quarter of basketball. And we're back after a short break for the second quarter of basketball at the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. looking for an exciting finish to this first half. Both offenses have struggled in this first quarter. Let's see if they can turn it up. Put some more points on the board.
Starting 5 back in the game, so it's their time to really break away, get a big lead.
Yep.
For Fenwick, I mean.
Yeah, the Huskies haven't made many changes. Maybe a few substitutions here and there, but they've been sticking with the same lineup for the majority of this game. O'Leary at the top at the free throw line. Missed it. He's upset with himself. In the court. Bang! Steele, the sophomore, wide open in the corner, gets that 3-ball to fall.
Great job by Max Steele. Great job by the offense, too, finding him open in the corner for 3. He was able to drain it.
Playing hot potato out here. Ten seconds left on the shot clock. Great defense. Macariola in the corner. Missed it long, offensive rebound. Goes up strong with it and finishes. Steele tried to draw a charge there, but Hogan just finishes it right on top of him for the easy layup. Williams finds Kalstrand in the corner. High arcing shot, can't get it to fall, but the offensive rebound, and it's kicked, maybe look to be off his own foot. And a turnover there. Fenwick looking to turn up the offense here.
Yeah, down 3 now after an early 3-point lead.
Solid ball movement. They get it down low to Marshall. O'Leary couldn't handle the pass, but it just goes right back to Marshall with an easy finish under the basket.
Just like they practiced.
Yeah, you know, that wasn't really drawn up, but O'Leary, you know, somehow.
Hey, he gets the assist. He gets the assist.
Put it right in Marshall's bread basket, you know. Couldn't work out any better.
Perfect ball placement.
Perfect. Elite, one might say.
Immaculate.
Here's Hogan. Apologies. And he turns it right over. Welsh couldn't handle it.
They tried getting too cute with that pass, and that results in a turnover.
Stolen away. Great defense from Dupree, getting back on defense. Able to poke it away. A couple substitutions now for Naperville. Number 33. You don't have number 33.
I'm not, and Jack, I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of these fancy passes if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
Why increase the chance of a turnover if there's no point?
Got to be fundamentally sound.
Yeah, it's the fundamentals first, then you can get fancy after. But if you're trying to get fancy first and your fundamentals come later, that's not a recipe for having a good game.
There's Welch in the corner. Montanari couldn't handle it. Great defense. Shot clock. 3 seconds to go. Williams is going to have to put one up. Macariola with the easy left-hand finish on the fast break.
That's what makes him so special. In these transition type plays, he's the first one down there every time. You see him get a nice lay-in.
Yeah, after another, and again off the foot of Montanari. Like I was saying, another great defensive possession for Fenwick, and Macariola able to just release as soon as that ball was picked away by Dupree. Just releases and gets that easy fast break layup. They're looking to do that a lot in this game.
Yeah, and I mean, to Fenwick's credit, they're able to lock up defensively, and now look at that. They have a 16-15 lead. Sure, it's not a lot, but you're still fighting. Even when you fall down, you're able to get the lead back. Now it's about retaining that lead and staying offensively consistent, because we've seen scoring droughts from both teams.
O'Leary with the screen for Dupree. Macariola in the corner, spins off and pull-up mid-range jumper. Missed it long.
That was a dangerous pass from Macariola. Got spun around. I would have liked them to see O'Leary hit O'Leary on the pick and roll.
Yeah, but you know, Ty's been able to create his own shots. He's gave himself the opportunity for a lot of open looks here. He just hasn't gotten many to fall. You know, he's made a 3 already, as there's a tough left-hand layup. But like I was saying, Macariola able to create shots for himself, just hadn't gotten any to fall. Skip pass over to Ty in the corner. Spinning, up top, Ducree, 3 ball. Missed it long off the back iron, and Welsh comes down with the board. Haven't seen too much offensive activity from Bryce Welch. As I say that, easy drive to the cup, but he just lost control of it. Should have had an easy layup. Another substitution, Steele comes back into the game. The sophomore just needed a little breather. Now he's back in. Meeks now running the floor. As they're gonna bring a little trap here. He gets doubled, skip pass. Back over to him. Driving through the lane, in the corner, 3 ball, bang! Makai Manley with the 3. Great offensive, great court vision, I should say, from Meeks. Driving to the cup, drawing the defenders in and kicking it out.
Despite only being 5'6", that's what gets Meeks on the floor. It's his high basketball IQ, his incredible court vision, and his good speed to facilitate.
Again, Manley with the assist from O'Leary. That Fenwick bench is fired up. Couple good possessions there. Welsh working on O'Leary, couldn't get it to go with the scoop layup.
Oh.
Fans aren't having it.
I think that should be Fenwick basketball.
Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it looked like it was off the hands of Jack Kalstrand, but I don't know.
O'Leary subbed out for Hill. He's getting his first minutes of this ball game. Under the basket, no good. Rebound from Hill. Now Meeks using that speed to push the floor again. No, missed it long.
Didn't get his feet. Yeah, didn't get his feet set. But he has the hot hand right now.
Yeah, a little heat check from him as Ducree fouls him before he crosses half court. But yeah, like you were just saying, Manley has been on fire from 3, hitting back-to-back threes and back-to-back possessions. So not a bad idea from him, just couldn't get those feet set and get the best shot possible.
Even though that wasn't a pretty shot, I think that's still a guy you want getting touches.
Yeah, you know, in this
coming off the bench.
In the second quarter, we've been talking about great defense, which there has been, but that defense is now leading to offense for both teams. Both these teams getting it wide open, you know, drawing the defense in, kicking out for threes, and like we've seen with Macariola, just releasing on those fast breaks and getting easy layups. Try to see more of that in this game. They've been doing a great job of it. Fenwick gonna stick with that same lineup coming out of the timeout. Kalstrand has nowhere to go. In the corner, 3 ball, no good. And Hill lost his footing there. Looked like he rolled his ankle and couldn't get out there to guard Steele, but he couldn't connect on that wide open 3-point opportunity, as he's gonna come out of the game for O'Leary.
O'Leary back in, Macariola also back in.
And yeah, Macariola subbed in for Hogan.
Meeks and Manley, the only 2 bench players still in the game.
Yeah, and Meeks, despite, you know, that huge height advantage for Naperville, he's been a force there on offense. Yeah, with using his speed to drive to the basket and
facilitate.
Yeah, facilitate.
It's great. And also props to the whole Fenwick squad for doing a great job boxing out, rebounding as a whole. Like, they're doing an excellent job.
Missed it long off Kalstrand. Just a 3-point lead with 1:50 to go. in this first half. Wide open O'Leary under the basket. He smokes the layup. That shot might have just been a little bit too open for O'Leary. Great court vision from Meeks to find O'Leary wide open under the basket, but he just couldn't connect.
I mean, Meeks knew exactly where O'Leary was going.
He's definitely going to be hitting himself about that one for sure.
That was just...
missed opportunity. Turnover, Meeks couldn't handle it.
Just way over his head.
Macriola frustrated with himself, knew he could have made a better pass there.
Just a messy possession for Fenwick.
Yeah,
it started
definitely
off so good. Excellent pass from Meeks to O'Leary. O'Leary unfortunately couldn't lay in the wide open attempt, and then Macriola with a pass that was off the mark to Meeks.
One could say it was way wire. Welch now. Steele driving to his left. The scoop and the score. Tough finish over Manley with the left hand and cuts that lead just down to 1 with 1:10 to go. Macriola calling for the screen, doesn't get it. Marshall up top. Good ball moving in the corner. Dupree, 3-ball, no good. O'Leary couldn't get that board over Kalstrand. Now Kalstrand with the right-handed floater and gets it to go. Great work from him, pushing the floor all by himself. Hop-stepping, setting his feet, and hitting the floater over the defender. Great work from him. Again, Dupree tries the 3-ball, and it's good. Gets it to fall. Second time is the charm for Dom Dupree. And they extend the lead back to 2. 30 seconds to go. Backdoor cutter. Couldn't get an open look, though. Not one that he liked. Now Williams gets a screen. Great defense from O'Leary. They get it down under, and he gets fouled. Montanari had an open look there, but he just got hacked as he was putting the shot up, so couldn't get the and one opportunity. He will be sent to the line looking to tie this game up.
Got another neck-and-neck matchup, 10.8 seconds left in the first half. But Naperville North has a good opportunity to try and tie this game up.
First one falls from Montanari.
Despite Fenwick controlling the lead for, I'd say, the majority of the game, even though it's been close, they have 4 fouls while Naperville North has none. Naperville is playing a much cleaner game in terms of the fouls than Fenwick is. And also, they're winning the turnover battle, too. Fenwick with some costly turnovers.
Yep,
late in the second quarter.
6 seconds to go. 3-ball, missed off the backboard. Second to go. Williams fires from half court and misses. So just a 1-point lead for Fenwick going into halftime. Connor, what do you think? What changes do you think they can make coming out of this first half?
Well, I think, like I just said, is 4-0 fouls. Fenwick with 4-0 for Naperville North. So I think if they clean up the fouls, they'll be in a much better position, because a lot of those offensive charges, you're shooting yourself in the foot offensively, because you're taking away an opportunity to score, and then you're giving Naperville North the ball back for free. So I think if you eliminate some of these fouls, like charges and stuff like that, and you keep playing the offensive game we saw towards the second half, or second part of that second quarter, and carry that into the second half, I think it'll be very good. But like those missed layups and like not setting your feet before you shoot instead of just passing up and just throwing it up, that's just like inexcusable in terms of the offensive side. That's something Coach Ferguson is definitely going to talk about. And if you're Naperville North, keep playing some clean basketball, doing a great job, and then get the. I'd like to see him get the ball in Luke Williams' hands more.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an excellent player, so if you can feed him the ball more and get him some more looks, I think you'll be in a better position to take this lead and run with it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, honestly. Try to get the ball to Williams more. Obviously, Kalstrand's leading Naperville with scoring with 9 right now. But, you know, along with Welch, Williams can be a real force on offense. So hopefully they'll try to get the ball to them a lot more for some more open looks.
Yeah, well said. Back in 8 minutes and 45 seconds for the second half of this Fenwick basketball game, where they take on the Naperville North Huskies. Fenwick leads 25-24. You're watching York Sports Network, day 1 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Jack Lonergan alongside Connor Choi, looking for an exciting finish to this ball game. We got Fenwick, the Fenwick Friars versus the Naperville North Huskies, 25-24 Fenwick with a commanding 1-point lead. Williams fires, no good. Now Dupree pushing the floor. Marshall, bounce pass down to O'Leary. Looks like he traveled there. O'Leary hasn't had much success under the hoop. He's missed a couple layups, missed a wide open jump shot in the first half. He's had a couple open looks, you know, he's been kicking himself. Just try to get one fall. Just see one go through, you know.
Yeah, coming out of half, he went O'Leary immediately went under the hoop and just getting the feeling down. And I mean, it happens to everyone, you know. Sometimes the feeling just wasn't there, and it wasn't there for him in the first half. It's 0 for 2, so he's looking to get, you know, better feel for his shot.
Just try to get it going.
Yeah, we saw him putting some lays in, put some mid-range jumpers up.
Williams. Williams, no good. Second attempt falls for Williams. They've been looking to get him more involved on the offensive aspect of things. You know, he can really inflict some damage. Down low, Marshall goes up, finishes with the right hand.
Great job by Marshall.
Floater gets it to go. Great job there from Welch, taking it all by himself, and just another easy floater over the top of the defense. Great look there.
We're back-to-back, 27-27. And this gym's starting to get loud. Everyone's into the game. Low-scoring affair, but
it's been electric, to say the least.
As Charlie Specht would say, this game is electric, folks.
Nothing more or less than electric. Pure electricity in the South Gym. Quick substitution. Montanari comes out. So does Steele.
A look ahead. Hansberry Prep and Metamora playing the South Gym, followed by Glenbard East and Glenbrook South. And the final game is Downers Grove South against Batavia.
Marshall, yeah, looked like a travel late. Yeah, definitely.
It's coming up in the South Gym. Games are in the main gym, too. The Campbell Gym. All games live on York Sports Network for the duration of the tournament. Yeah. We're going to have some great matchups, like we do at 4:30. Got to get through this thrower first, though.
Stolen away from Marshall, pushing it all by himself on the fast break. Finishes with the right hand. Great job from Marshall.
He moves extremely well up and down the court. And
yeah,
you're just not expecting it, but he's quite fast, and he's got some great movement, makes good decisions, and is incredible job finishing at the rim every time.
That's what makes him special, especially as a football player, too. Just great athleticism. As Dupree lets it go, foot was on the line, they say.
Doesn't matter. Another great job by Marshall getting the ball, and this time instead of going all the way to the rim, he kicks it out to his teammate Dupree, who's shooting the hot hand right now.
Good off ball moving from Welch, but gets poked away again. Marshall's been everywhere. Finishes with the jelly layup, but missed it.
Just missed.
Fenwick ball.
Well, this is, and they keep the ball, so it's not the end of the world, but I mean, he is playing out of his mind defensively right now, leading to lots of baskets, setting up so many plays, had an assist and a fast break bucket. And I mean, this is what makes him just such a special asset to this team, because, you know, when you look at the stats, you're like, okay, I mean, he scores a decent bit, but his numbers don't jump off the charts as if you look, I don't know, at someone like Ty Macriolo, who's one of the top scorers. But Marshall does a great job. He does the dirty work, does a great job defensively, kind of like Justin Scott for St. Ignatius. They're both big kids that can guard in the post well, and they play quick defense, and they're surprisingly quick, but Marshall's got a lot more speed, as you saw evident from those back-to-back fast breaks. Now Naperville North had to adjust in timeout, because now they're down 4 points, and they really need to get the offense going, but Marshall's giving them such a hard time, not letting anything develop. Coach Ferguson's defense is working to perfection early out of halftime.
Well said.
Thanks, man.
Love to see it. Dupree looking to facilitate. Macariello on the wing. Down low, up with the right hand and gets it to go. Great finish there from O'Brien. Getting his first minutes of the game and making an impact immediately. Tough finish through the contact. There's Williams, he gets double teamed. Finds Welch in the corner. And packed immediately as soon as he goes up. Great defense there. But Kalstrand, off of that offensive rebound, they kick it out, and he's able to drill that three-pointer.
Yeah, I like that block by Bergens. That was incredible. But then Naperville North was able to get the open look three, and they were able to drain it. So it's a three-point game, 33-30. Fenwick still has the lead.
Hogan driving to his right, kicks it out. Dupree gets blocked at the perimeter. Kalstrand comes down with the rebound. Great defense there.
This is the Huskies' chance now.
Trying to push the floor. Kalstrand driving to his left with the left hand. No good. Tipped out by Macariello.
Huskies retain possession, and don't want to see them force any shots. You want to see them take their time. They've got plenty of time on the clock, and the game is still close enough. But that's not what you want to have happen. These turnovers and wild passes.
Marshall again getting in that passing lane and just tipping it away. He's been a real force in the passing lanes, picking balls off.
I know it was off Fenwick, but it was still not the greatest pass in the world. But even before Marshall tipped it, but again, back to his defense, it's game-changing for Fenwick.
Little ticky-tack foul there on Hogan.
Just racking up the fouls at this point.
Yeah. Inbounded to Welch. Guarded by Hogan. Good hesitation there. Yeah, he gets fouled there.
Yeah, just got hit in that left jaw area. Just got slapped.
Yeah, it's going to be Hogan's second in the same possession, and he's going to get subbed out. In comes Meeks.
Yeah, Marshall has 10 points right now, so he's leading the scoring.
I don't think that's a bad call. Marshall went straight up, but there was still a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, so Marshall with his second foul.
And I would like to see Fenwick use Makai Manley more. He hit 2 threes in the first half.
Yeah, even if he's just a 3-and-D guy, he doesn't have to touch the ball every possession, but when he gets open, I mean, he's a sharp shooter. And if he can knock down a couple more clutch threes, I really think this could kind of be the start of Fenwick blowing the game open.
Yeah, as Fenwick's looking to extend this lead, I mean, he's proven to be able to hit those open shots. So just try to, set some off-ball screens, give him a look, and let him execute. Up and under layup is no good. Now 2-on-2 fast break. Williams goes up. Looked like it could have been blocked from Marshall. Another offensive rebound from Montanari. Again, Williams driving to the cup, steps back, mid-range pull-up, and gets it to fall. Great job from Luke Williams.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about going into halftime, Jack. I wanted to see more of Luke Williams as they're going to get the ball back and they have a chance to find him again. But he's the type of player that the Huskies have that needs to be touching the ball every possession. And And when he's not, they were falling behind, but now he's starting to get the ball more, and we're seeing them get the lead back. It's 34-33 now. After being down 3, they have a 1-point lead. They're starting a little run of themselves. The question is, who can retain the lead? That's what it goes down to. Who can get the lead and keep it? And right now, neither team has done that for an extended period of time.
Williams again taking it by himself and gets blocked. Bergen's there with the rejection. That's his second of the game. I was not paying attention.
Oh, you're good. I saved you. You all right? You fellas all right?
Unbelievable.
All right, back to the basketball.
Imagine if Borchers was here again.
Little miscommunication from the officials.
I just didn't want the ball to hit the Coke when it came bouncing onto the table. I was scared it was going to hit your Coke. You're a Coke or Pepsi guy, if you have the option.
Huge Coke guy. Not a fan of Pepsi.
Regular Coke or Diet Coke? I know you got a Diet Coke right now, but...
Personally, I'm a big DC guy.
Really?
You know, not a big DC guy, but when it's there, it's a great option. 3 ball. Miss it. Off the backboard, Marshall now. Macariola with the right-hand finish. Gets it to go and puts Fenwick back up on top, 35-34.
Ty's also got 10 points now. So Ty and Marshall both leading the way for scoring, responsible for 20 of the team's points combined, 10 each. And these are the 2 kids that I think for Fenwick, as Williams needs to touch the ball. I think Williams needs to touch the ball every time for Naperville North. If he can get the ball in the hands of Nathaniel Marshall or Ty Macariola for Fenwick, I think Coach Ferguson and his squad will be in a great position.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Love the use of Nate and Ty, respectively. They've been doing a great job of putting the ball in the basket.
And Marshall's the type of kid that can guard your best player anywhere on the court. He guards all 5 positions extremely well. He's a very solid 2-way player. And Macariola's athleticism and speed just helps him be a quick to the rim scorer. Officials are talking about something with the scoreboard, people. I don't really know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm clueless here. No clue what's going on. Something with the shot clock.
Shot clock just wouldn't reset. Someone's pointing a remote at it. He reset it. No, 33. And now it's counting. A shot clock person doing a great job on his first day. Shout out to all the volunteers that do the shot clock.
Oh, yeah. 3 ball steal in the corner. Bang!
Big time shot right there for Naperville North. They take the lead back 35-37.
O'Leary's pass gets picked off from Welch right into the hands. Now 3 ball Williams. No.
2-1 game. Fenwick's got time. 90 seconds. You don't want to force anything. You don't have to.
Yeah, still a lot of time in this ball game. No reason to be forcing anything here.
Someone's going to need to cut to the rim eventually. Now because of the shot clock, you can't just wait for a perfect shot to develop. Eventually you're going to have to take a risk, take a gamble.
Marshall gets a screen from O'Leary. Bounce pass down low. Marshall keeps it. They're going to call a jump ball. Looked like Marshall had clear possession. I don't know.
I thought Marshall, it looked like he was turning away, getting ready
to
kick it out to number 13, Frankie Hosty. But I do understand where the ref is coming from. I blew the whistle when it was more of a 50-50.
O'Leary puts it up, and shot clock expires. Nothing O'Leary could really do there.
No. Zero chance for anyone to make that. Just
put up a prayer, really.
Yeah.
Now Welch working on Macariola, gets a screen from Montanari.
O'Leary couldn't summon his inner Steven Adams with that buzzer beater there.
Oh, good. Tipped around. Nate Marshall comes down with the board. O'Leary up top. 25 seconds to go.
You can hold till the end.
Yeah, there's maybe a 0.5 second differential on the shot and game clock. Goes up with it. Tough finish to the contact. Caleb Bergens on the assist from Jack O'Leary.
That's Bergen's first basket of the game, and he's been impactful on the defensive side and facilitating plays in the offense. Finally gets a basket of his own.
Pump fake from Montanari and gets it to fall.
What a huge shot for Montanari. Beats the buzzer, makes it 40-37 in favor of Naperville North to close out the third quarter. And this game is coming closer and closer to the end, and neither team is giving in. We're neck and neck.
Yeah, great poise there from Montanari, realizing how much time he had left and able to just stroke that three ball from deep and puts it in, cutting this, extending their lead to 3 now with 8 minutes to go. You're watching York Sports Network. We will be right back to finish up this ball game. Don't go anywhere. Back now, 8 minutes to go left in this ball game. Naperville's got a 3-point lead, up 40-37. Looking to hold their lead and extend it through the use of Luke Williams. He's been very effective as a foul on Macariola. Wasn't happy with that call. But like I was saying, through the use of Luke Williams, he has 10 already, and Montanari has 12. They've been very effective getting that ball down low, kicking it out to their teammates, and able to hit those open shots, looking to do the same in this fourth quarter. Montanari, he finished the third quarter with a huge three-pointer to put the Huskies up by 3.
And are looking to extend this to a two-possession lead.
Marshall falls, just a little slip up from him. Shot clock, 5 seconds to go.
Oh, they're gonna, wow. Macariola and Marshall, I can't believe it. And I agree with them. I mean, he ran in between them, but that's a tough one because Marshall came crashing in, but also Macariola got hit, so that's a 50-50.
Yeah, and now Macariola getting subbed out. He's got 4 fouls now.
No, he's
yeah.
No, yeah, he's off. It looked like a little bit of a confusion. They subbed him and O'Leary off. That's one of those 50-50 calls, Jack, I think can just go either way because you have Marshall crashing in and then Macariola being hit at pretty much the same time.
Yeah, tough break for Fenwick. There's Marshall active on defense. They say he was out when he tipped it. But like I was saying, tough break for the Friars. Macariola is not pleased with that call. Obviously, he's got 4 fouls. And now him, with the great scorer he is, it's going to be a real struggle for the Friars to keep that offense going.
Travel called. Oh, this is not going their way right now.
Yeah.
Can't keep the possession of the basketball.
Lots of mishaps here for Fenwick. Let's see if Naperville can capitalize. Obviously, many substitutions. Macriola and O'Leary coming out, so now a shorter lineup for Naperville. Risky pass there from Welch, but Montanari was there. And another turnover. Now Fenwick pushing the floor. Up with the right hand. Oh, in and out for Hogan. Great job from him being able to fill the lane on the fast break and get the layup. Really should have gotten that to fall, but just unfortunate roll in and out of the basket. But he did get the foul. Looking to capitalize here, cut this lead down to 1.
The games are so delayed. Metamora was supposed to play.
First free throw is good. Second free throw rattles around the rim and falls. Another substitution now. Montanari comes out. Just a quick breather for him. I'm sure he'll be back in no time. Just giving him a quick rest. Kalstrand tries to dump it off, but it gets picked away. 3 Fenwick defenders down low in the paint, able to tip it away out of harm's way.
I'm not associated with running blank shot. I don't think his comp was like 50 to 80.
What's the call there? I believe Hogan might have stepped over the line.
They said he grabbed him. It's a foul. Grab.
Didn't really get a clear view of that as Meeks comes in.
Yeah, these games are still surprisingly pretty on schedule despite the overtime and for the first game of the tournament in the South Gym. Usually when one game goes long, all the games go long.
Gets messed up.
But this one's recovered nicely. But that's also why they have the midday reset, the half-an-hour break.
Yeah. Make sure everything's on schedule. Pump fake goes up and
Big
finishes.
layup right there.
Great
Makes
job
it
from
41-40.
Watts. Using the pump fake, losing the defender, and putting up an easy layup. Now Fenwick regains the lead, up by 1 now. 6 minutes to go. We've got a nail biter on our hands. Kalstrand almost lost it. Now Welch working on Meeks, huge size advantage. No foul called. They're gonna say it was a push of Williams on Marshall. And he's obviously confused about that. I don't even think he really touched Williams. Nevertheless, Huskies ball still. Welch goes up, yep. Easy work over Meeks, using his size to his advantage, just going in the post and putting up a little floater with the right hand.
You wonder when Macriola is going to come back in the game. Down, you might want one of your top scorers in the game. Meeks takes a hard fall.
But nothing called. Looked like there's a pretty obvious trip. Not called though. Timeout Fenwick. You know, Connor, time winding down, 5 minutes to go. It's really close game. What do you think either team can do to really break away here?
You know, Naperville North is doing a nice job holding the lead. They're playing some nice perimeter defense, really making Fenwick work to find some open shots and open lays. So if they continue to do that, and keep up with this offensive efficiency that we've seen from them in this first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, I think they'll be all right. As for Fenwick, you wonder when are guys like Ty Macriola and Jack O'Leary going to get back in the game? When is your starting 5 going to be back in the game? More importantly, Ty, because he's one of your top scorers. He's one of the leading scorers along with Nate Marshall. So one of those two going to be back on the court at the same time. And as for defense, they're doing a nice job in the beginning, but once they give Naperville North a lot of time, they're kind of just dissecting their defense and picking them apart. So they need to stay strong, not just from the start, but from the entire possession. And if they do that and continue to rebound well, they should come away with this victory.
Couldn't agree more. .5:20 to go. We've got a thriller in the South Gym. Huskies with a 1-point lead. Still a lot of ball game to go, though.
Two solid teams. This game's going to come down to the wire.
Watts thought about the three, but skips it over. Dupree pull-up jumper, no good. Marshall off the tip, goes up strong.
Oh!
No.
Called a foul on Marshall.
And Marshall knows that was not the right call. He just went right up with it.
I mean, that's a great job by Steele selling the call. Steele down low, extremely unsized, and when there's a little bit of contact, he did an excellent job making it look legit.
And like we were saying earlier, Dupree comes out, Macariola subbed back in. Let's see if he can make an impact late in this fourth quarter.
Game's starting to come to a deadlock.
Waywire pass.
And that's what Fenwick needed. Good job defensively, forcing the turnover. But now, can the offense step back up? Down 1 point. Just need a bucket to take the lead. And they still have time, but time, as the game winds down, it is less and less on their side as we come closer and closer to the end.
Hogan used the screen. No separation, though.
Metamore and Hansberry prep both watching the end of this one.
Macariola pull-up jumper, rolls around the rim. Great job there by Hogan, setting himself up to get that offensive board and going right up. Fighting through the contact, but again, couldn't get that. And one to fall.
Like that play from Hogan a lot, you know.
Love it.
Staying strong, not getting backed out. Still doing a great job boxing out, picking the board. Now he's got a chance to tie it and give his team the lead.
First free throw is butter.
So they need it now. We're at a tie game.
Another quick sub. Bergens comes out of the game. Dupree comes back in. Second free throw from Hogan. Falls. He's got 7 now in this game. As Welch, off the inbound, pushes it with pace. Trying to get a quick bucket. Now Kalstrand, floater with the right hand and gets it to go. Nice hook layup from Kalstrand, an easy bucket, and timeout called. You know, I might like to see more of that from Naperville. Welsh off the inbound, just pushes it right away. Obviously the Fenwick defense wasn't set up and kind of caught him off guard, and Kalstrand able to facilitate himself to the rim and get an easy bucket.
Well, yeah, you're not going to want to do that every time, but I think if you mix in a little bit like surprise pushing the floor, I think that'll be quite effective in catching this Fenwick defense sleeping, maybe steal a couple easy baskets here and there.
Yeah, I would say, you know, both these teams could use some more pace, given most of the starting lineups have retained in the game. They've been in the game for most of the game, I would say, but both these teams seem very well conditioned, not having the wear and tear of a full basketball game getting to them. They've been very composed and able to stay in this game, not many substitutions. 4:10 left to go in this game. Naperville has another 1-point lead. Fenwick looking to regain the lead. Still a lot of time. Anything can happen here in the South Gym.
It's been some crazy finishes to games, and this one's gonna come. This one looks like it's gonna come down to the wire. TJ, both these teams playing extremely well right now, and they've been neck and neck since the start.
Fenwick down by 1, looking to put some points on the board. 3 ball, in and out. Marshall with the offensive board and one.
Big time.
And the bench is fired up after that one.
As they should be. Big time basket from Nate Marshall. Draws the foul, goes up, lays it in, and now heads to the charity stripe for one more.
Marshall has proved himself to be a force on the boards, and another time getting another offensive rebound. He's been able to box out and get offensive rebounds and put him right back up. That's where most of his points are generated from. He's done a great job of that tonight.
Macriola checks out. Maybe we'll see him for the final few minutes of this contest, but giving him a little break.
Only electricity from this game.
Shout out Jack Bodak, ladies and gentlemen, in the crowd. And a charge.
Great job by Marshall.
Fenwick's loving it.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Marshall, that was Dupree.
Dupree takes the charge. Jack
Marshall's
Bodak, what do you
fired
think?
They're bringing in Ty Macariola. The game's over. The game's over.
Game is over. Those are the words of Jack Bodak.
We'll see if they can finish strong. Nice job by Dupree. Taking the charge, getting his feet set. Now they have a chance to extend this lead to 3 or more points.
Looking to extend the lead here.
Crowd is almost full. Everyone's into this one.
I don't think I've ever seen the South Gym this packed before.
This brings me flashbacks of Wheaton North Batavia.
Oh yeah, that was a great game. Me and Gavin Connolly announced, an exciting finish, and 1-3 to end it. But he missed the free throw. Just unbelievable. Marshall misses the layup, can't get his own board, and he fouls Montanari.
Marshall.
Unfortunate there. It looked like he was over the top of the defender, Montanari, but just couldn't sink the layup. And they will be in the bonus. So Grant Montanari will be shooting 2 free throws.
Yeah, and that one's unfortunate because now, after they drew the charge and had a chance to extend the lead, Marshall just being triple teamed, couldn't finish at the rim. And now it's tied after that trip to the line from Grant Montanari, the senior guard. He's got a chance to do it again. Extend this lead, give him it back.
Second free throw falls, nothing but net. The bench is loving it. The crowd is fired up. I've never seen the South Gym this into a ball game. I've never seen this many people in the South Gym before. This game is absolutely electric.
And Jack, maybe it's just dramatic endings in basketball games that the Tosh are attracted to you.
Absolutely. Marshall goes up, no foul. Watts goes up, no foul. Lots of contact. Fenwick will retain possession. Lots of contact under the rim, but the refs just let him play.
Hot potato with the ball and steal. And it goes out of bounds on steal. So now Fenwick getting a lucky chance after missing a couple.
Macriola thought about the 3, won't pull the trigger. Macariola cutting to the basket, but they didn't find him there. Looked like he almost had a good look. Hogan gets a defender flying, drives to the rim, can't get it to fall. Missed opportunity, but gets his own rebound. Resetting the offense, the shot clock resets, so they've got another 35 seconds to work with here.
Would have liked to see him pick up the pace. Wouldn't have to fully commit to a shot, but would have been nice to see what they could have caught Naperville
pass
sleeping.
Picked off. Watts thought he had an opening, but no, picked off. Stolen from the Huskies.
This Husky defense is too good to give him time to reset.
Welch goes up with the right hand floater and doesn't hit anything. Watts comes down with the board.
Still have a chance. It's a bad air ball.
And timeout, Fenwick. Let's see what Coach Ferguson can draw up in the huddle. Looking to extend the lead. Let's see what they can do with 1:54 left in this game. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we're back after a quick timeout. Let's see what Coach Ferguson drew up in the huddle. A minute 45 to go. A thriller in the South Gym. This game is neck and neck. Just both teams going back and forth with 1 point leads.
Quick swing at Macriola is going unnoticed in the corner, kind of.
They get it over to him. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line as the shot clock expired, but couldn't get it to drop.
Had to rush it a little bit. Couldn't take that extra step towards his right. I think if he got on that right foot, this may have been a different story.
Ooh, and Macriola reached over. That's 5 fouls now. He'll be subbed out.
Yeah, that's costly.
You hate to see that. He's very frustrated with himself. Knew he should have just stayed back. And
as soon as he reached and the whistle blew, he knew exactly what he did. That's a clear reach and foul. He knows he's smarter than that, but unfortunately, he's just trying to get the steal, with time expiring. That's also costly because that sends Naperville North to the line. And now, if Kalstrand makes the second free throw, it's a 3-point game.
Doesn't get it to fall. Bergens is the substitution for Macariola. So let's see if he can have an impact. 2-point lead for Naperville. Any bucket will do here. 50 seconds to go. Marshall kicks it over. Dupree in the corner, he gets fouled. He'll be sent to the stripe for 3. Just in and out. Looked good from our angle, but in and out. So he'll be shooting 3. 45 seconds to go.
He's got a chance
to
give his team the lead, with 45 seconds.
Great poise there from Dupree.
Dupree's got 5 points.
First shot falls, nothing but net. Great poise from him.
5 points, not a lot of shots. But his shots have been meaningful and impactful, just like that free throw there. It's a 1-point game.
Very efficient from the free throw line.
Oh.
As I say that, he misses the second. So all he can do here is tie the game.
This is a huge free throw. So if he misses this, Fenwick may be forced to foul.
Second free throw falls. Now the game is tied, 47 apiece with 45 seconds to go and a timeout called. Both teams are really into it now. Looking for an exciting finish, 45 seconds to go. Connor, what do you think either team can do to get a quick bucket here? What do you think the play is? You foul or you just let it play out? What are your thoughts?
You definitely don't want to foul, but you also don't want to give them an opening to drive to the post. You want to keep them on the perimeter. Keep playing that solid perimeter defense if you're Fenwick, and if you're Naperville North, you're just looking for the tiniest hole you can slip through. Just one crease in that Fenwick defense that is going to try to be airtight on the outside. This is crunch time for both teams, 45 seconds. But you also, if you're Naperville North, you don't want to force anything too early that would give Fenwick enough time to run a full play.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like you were saying, the perimeter defense, you want to use Marshall to maybe get in a passing lane and get a quick turnover, but you don't want to take up enough time or take up too little time where Fenwick still has a possession. It would be good if they get a quick turnover, get a bucket, and still have enough time to get another possession. This could go for either team, just don't want to take too little time, don't want to take too much time, because if you take too much time off the clock and don't get a bucket, then you're really left without too many options. So we'll see what either coach drew up in the huddle to get a quick bucket here. 45 seconds to go. Tie ball game. Let's see what happens. Up top, Welch. In the corner, 3 ball. Misses long. Marshall comes down with the board, secures it. Now Dupree. Shot clock should be turned off now. Timeout Fenwick. They've got the ball. 23 seconds left. No more shot clock.
Hold to the last shot. That's what I would do. Unless a perfect shot presents itself earlier, you're going to want to be taking the last shot of the game.
And I hope Coach Ferguson understands that so they can secure this victory. They've got a lot of weapons out there, you know, with Dupree from behind the arc. Obviously, Marshall, see if we can get him an open look in the paint. But I want to see what the Huskies do defensively to try to shut Marshall out and try to force them to take a shot.
Packed house right now in the South Gym. Sloshay in attendance. He's on your screen right now. Coach Dunn also watching, who lives in Naperville.
Obviously, Coach Dunn scouting these other teams.
Yeah. Coach Dunn has a game against Hinsdale South, 8 p.m.
Make sure you tune
in the Campbell Gym. You'll be joined by TJ Solkaitis and Luke Pazinski on the call for that one.
It's going to be a great one.
Oh, for sure. Jack Wegas for Hinsdale South off to an incredible start. And York's led by A.J. Levine, the UPenn commit.
And obviously Max Bernison.
Bernie. Don't sleep on Bernie.
Now 23 and a half to go.
York's playing to make it 3 straight games that Chris Pomato gets in. 3 straight home games that Chris Pomato enters. He's averaging 2 points a home game. Scored a bucket in the first 2 home game in their homestand against LT and IC.
Now Hogan just lets the clock wind down a little bit. Let's see what they cook up here. 10 seconds now. Marshall gets a lane off the foot of Victor. Another timeout called from Fenwick. They'll have the ball under the basket, only 7 seconds. That should be the perfect amount of time to give them an opportunity. Obviously, on that possession, they wanted to get it to Marshall, and they did. But just the pass tipped away. Let's see what they draw up. Connor, what do you think in the Fenwick offense cooks up here?
You have 7 seconds. Now it's not about holding and getting the right shot. Now it's about getting a good shot as quickly as possible. You're going to look down the low, behind the arc, all over. But you don't want it. You want it to be as good as possible. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. It'd be a miracle if you're completely wide open.
Right.
But this is the opportunity for Fenwick to get a first-round win against a solid Naperville North team. Move to the second round. But first, they got to get through the Huskies, and that all starts with getting a good shot. I think you're looking more in the post than you are in the perimeter.
Definitely. Let's see if these Friars
especially a guy like Nate Marshall, so big, he's done so well. But if you're going under the paint for a layup, it's got to be a quick give and go. If you're going for a perimeter shot, you have time.
They get it into Marshall. He goes up and gets blocked by Montanari. Now Steele pushing the floor. Half a second to go. Puts up a prayer. He wanted a foul, but nothing was called.
And for the second time in the South Gym, a game is going to overtime. Fenwick, Naperville North, 47-47 thriller. We'll join you back in the South Gym when the overtime period starts.
Don't go anywhere. Overtime, ladies and gentlemen, in the South Gym. Fenwick and Naperville North. Tie ball game, obviously. Marshall passes over, and he gets it to fall.
Great job
from Hosty.
Nate Marshall, playing with 4 fouls, cleaned it up. Such a physical player, staying out of foul trouble.
Great work from Fenwick, straight off the tip, getting a quick basket.
Huge to start that off. Makes it 49-47 in favor of the Friars.
Definitely, with limited time here, only 4 minutes in overtime, efficiency is key. So a great, efficient, quick bucket from the Friars is exactly what they needed to start off overtime. Drives to the lane. Marshall, 2-on-1. Stumps it over.
What a give!
Dupree.
Huge assist.
Great work. And now a timeout called. Great work from Marshall, forcing the turnover along with O'Leary, and then working the 2-on-1 to perfection, just dumping that pass off right to Don Dupree. Great work from the Fenwick offense, giving them a 4-point lead.
Exactly. Dupree's got 9, and but Marshall had 12, so you got to be aware of his scoring threat, but also he's been facilitating all day, so that's a 50-50 gamble. Naperville North went to go for Marshall. They thought he was going to take it himself, and just that last-minute dump-off to Dupree worked perfectly. 4 quick points, makes it 51-47. Overtime, only 4 minutes long, 3:22 left. Fenwick playing incredible.
Yep.
We'll be back after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. This game is coming to a close soon.
All right, everybody, 3:22 left to go, but don't go anywhere after this game. Obviously, up next, we have Metamora at Hansberry Prep, which is, like Connor just said to me, one of the most exciting first-round games the Jack Tosh tournament has ever had. So lots of entertainment coming your way on York Sports Network.
Metamora being the first team outside the Chicagoland area.
Stolen away, Hosty gains possession.
They're doing a great job. Jack locking down defensively, forcing turnovers in overtime early. And now they have a chance to make it a 6-point game.
Yeah, Fenwick has really cleaned up their act offensively and defensively, cutting down on the fouls, but forcing Naperville to scramble and forcing a lot of turnovers throughout the game.
Shot clock is at 10. They got to do something quick.
Marshall now. Skip pass over to Dupree. Fakes it. 3 seconds to go. They got to put one up here. 3-ball. Misses short. Offensive rebound. Rebound pulled down. And they say a foul on Hosty. But he really just poked the ball away. I don't know what that call was all about. Coach Ferguson talking to Dupree. Now Montanari at the charity stripe, looking to cut down the deficit to 2. Knocks down the first one. Montanari's been extremely efficient from the free throw line.
This one's getting interesting now, Jack.
Yep, absolutely is. We said this from the very beginning. It's going to be a chippy, high-intensity game that's going to come down to the wire, and indeed it has. Just a 2-point lead for Fenwick, 2:20 left to go in overtime. Good ball movement here. Not getting the open look, 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Hosty up top. Dribbles at the corner. Down low to Marshall, he trips. You see the ball was out of bounds, last touch by Marshall as he hit the deck. Now Husky ball.
4 quick points in the beginning of overtime for Fenwick, but now Naperville North starting to make a little run of their own. So there's a timeout called.
Quick sub, Ben Victor. Subs back in.
Quick substitution. What I meant to say.
All good. Struggling to find someone to get it into, but they find Cal Strand coming in from across half court.
You don't need a 3, you just need a basket, no matter how close, but it's got to come soon.
Welch driving to his left, puts up a floater, no good. Kalstrand went over the back of Marshall.
He jumped too early.
Oh yeah.
He had the right idea. If he jumped just a little bit later, the timing would have been perfect.
Definitely. Dupree up top. There's Hogan. Marshall getting very physical in Montanari.
Marshall's got to be careful, though. He's got 4 fouls.
Comes up for the screen. Swings a good ball movement. That's got to be a block, yep. Fenwick's going to have it at the charity stripe.
Chance to make it a 2-possession game. And knocking both of these free throws are critical with 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go.
Definitely. I've always emphasized how important free throws are, especially in games like this that go down to the wire. Nothing more important than hitting your free throws, as Hogan knocks down the first.
What's his name? Is that Marshall? Yeah, Ray Marshall, yeah. You still want 11 if Naperville North pulls this off? Yeah. Okay, if they hit like a buzzer beater, get me the guy to hit the lane.
Second free throw from Hogan falls, giving them a 4-point lead. Now a 2-possession game. The Huskies are going to have to scramble for a bucket. Marshall gets in the passing lane and picks it off. Now they try to bring the full court trap. They break it pretty swiftly. Way wire pass, out of bounds. That just can't happen.
Last minute drama. Jack, 49 seconds.
Marshall clearly upset with himself over that pass. Obviously could have made a better pass. Still 50 seconds. A lot of time to make something happen. But the Huskies of Naperville North need a quick bucket here. They need something to happen. Welch working on Hogan. Pull-up jumper, no good. Tipped away, gets it. Floater, no good. 0 for 2 on that possession. Looking for a jump ball, and they call a foul. Foul on Kalstrand. That will send Fenwick to the line. Looking to increase this lead. 31 seconds.
You hit these 2 free throws, makes this game even further, pulls you further away, because then you need 2 3-pointers to tie. Still a 2-possession game, but they got to be 3s instead of just a regular layup or floater.
Yeah, Naperville really dug themselves into a hole here late in overtime.
Early turnovers is killer. Just could never recover.
Very crucial. And like I was saying, free throws are very important. Yet Fenwick has yet to miss in overtime. Second one falls. Great work from Dupree. Now 30 seconds left. They got to make something happen quick here. They get it. 3-ball, Kalstrand. Off back iron. Marshall comes down with the rebound. Skip pass over. Timeout called. Great work from Marshall, boxing out, securing the rebound. And Connor, do you think it's just too late in this game for Naperville to make a comeback? Connor, you think it's too late for Naperville to make a comeback, or do you think they still have some magic in them?
They might have some magic, but it's going to be extremely hard. It's a 6-point game, so I don't know if they have it left in them. But, you know, this game has been crazy, so I'll hold my tongue until it's over. But 15 seconds and Fenwick having the ball, it's not going to be easy.
Anything can happen here at the Tosh.
Barring disaster, though, Fenwick's in line to win their first-round game.
And like we were saying earlier, another exciting game right after this with Metamora. So don't go anywhere. Looking for another entertaining finish. 15 seconds to go. Naperville needs a spark here. Looks like they're going to try to foul. They don't. No foul. Refs just letting him play. 8 seconds. Marshall goes up, tries to yam on him. And he gets fouled at the cup. And with 5 seconds to go, obviously I don't want to speak too soon, but I just can't see Naperville.
If Marshall hits one free throw, the game's over.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right now. It's impossible. It'd be nearly impossible. They had 2 threes in 5 seconds. I mean, I'd say it's all but over, Jack. And this was a great game played by both teams, but more specifically, Fenwick came out on top. And it was really the overtime that made the difference, the hot start to overtime. And Naperville put himself in a hole early and could never recover, and especially with it being such a short period of time and Fenwick finding their footing once again in overtime just makes all the difference. Marshall hits the first free throw. Second one will do it, but the first one pretty much sealed it.
And he misses it yet. However, I think that first free throw really put the nail in the coffin. Welch goes up with a layup, but it doesn't matter. Final score 55-51. An exciting finish for both teams. We said it was going to be a chippy game, and it was. However, Fenwick pulls off the victory regardless. We're going to have a quick interview with Connor after this game.
No, it's Christian McQuaid
apologies.
And Nate Marshall. And Coach Ferguson will be chatting basketball. Nice Fenwick win. They move on to the second round. 56-51 your final score. I'm Connor Troy. With me was Jack Lonergan, and we thank you. Don't go anywhere, though. Metamora will be starting soon. We'll be joined by myself and Nick Gergoni. Thank you for watching York Sports Network, day 1 of the Tosh.
Hello guys, we're here. It's the Fenwick Friars, Nate Marshall. So Nate, tell us a little bit how you guys got it done today. What did it take, and how did you guys feel about your team's performance today?
We knew we were going to have to work hard. We knew they were going to run a zone, so we were going to have to get it in the middle and work from inside to the outside. And we knew we were just going to have to stop number 5, their best player, Luke.
And Coach, how did you feel about your team's performance, and what do you think led to this victory today? How did you guys get it done?
We just got stops when we needed to. Performance was okay. I give it maybe C-, maybe a D+. I have high expectations for my team, and we know we got to be better moving forward into the tournament.
Thank you guys so much for your time. Good luck in the future.